Okay. So here we are at Serverless Days Belgrade, talking with Danilo from AWS. I've heard at the beginning that Gojko said that you have the best and amazing job in the world. Can you tell us about that? And what do you do?
Yeah, I'm lucky enough to be an evangelist in AWS, so I try to understand the value of the technology that we build, and then I help developers worldwide build their ideas on top of AWS. And my specific focus is serverless, so this is this special place for me.
So, did you expect this much people coming for a serverless event?
I think we had almost 200 people here. I think it's a record for a first Serverless Days event, so it really shows lots of interest here.
So at which stage is this serverless development right now, in terms of businesses and in terms of developers?
Oh, I think there's lots of requests for developers that are skilled, because business, they understand the value, and we have customers. So here I talk about Comic Relief, but we have customers like iRobot. Now they do the Roomba vacuum cleaner, and they have a full serverless pipeline that is managing the Roomba device. Think of Christmas, when all the Roomba devices that are present are open at once, and they have to manage all the registrations online. Or we have customers like Bustle that serves all their web traffic using serverless technology. So I think we're at a stage where there's really need for skills, and that's why developers are so important.
So what would be the first step for a newcomer into serverless technology, especially for those who are not in the cloud? Should they just jump into serverless, or go the same way that we all had to go?
That's a possibility, because serverless is so simple, you don't need to know all the background of what you would do in the cloud traditionally. So if you didn't do that, you can start by using serverless. It's definitely a good approach. I always suggest find something small, not business critical first, so that you can get your hands dirty. You can build some side projects, some new microservice using serverless, and it's maybe integrated with your current architecture. And then from this on, you can grow. And serverless is not just functions. It's managing data, it's doing analytics, it's doing machine learning without the need of thinking about serverless.
Everyone is talking about serverless, but what does it mean for you personally? I mean, in terms of technology, and is it just lambdas, or you just said it's so much more? But how do you feel about that term?
Serverless, there's sometimes Serverless Days conference that go on with multiple definitions. My personal one is really building stuff and operating stuff in production without having to think about the infrastructure. And this is really unleashing the creativity of developers that can build things quickly and bring these ideas in production in really a small amount of time.
So just one more question. In terms of if you're a total newcomer, what would be in terms of AWS? What do you suggest as a first step of learning? Should they go to watch some videos, go to some follow someone on Twitter, or what would be the?
There's lots of resources online for more formal training. On AWS, we have a training website where they can find, and there's free content to start with serverless and lots of other things that we do. So that could be a starting point. And on Twitter, I would probably try to follow thought leaders like Werner Vogels, our CTO. He really can give you an idea of why AWS came out with this idea of serverless and where we are going with this in the future.
Thank you very much, and have a good flight back.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.